I think we've started. Yeah, looks like we've started. Good morning, everybody. My phone's a little jiggly today. I broke the little screw mount on there. I don't know why they make those so crap. Well, yes, I do. So you have to buy new ones all the time. You know, the little tension pivot thing that you screw it tight and it makes it not jiggle? Well, I broke it. Ooh, there's some vintage cars. They still have that puddle jumper thing going on in my hometown in Odessa here. Well, I guess it's my hometown. I lived here mostly. Not really. I grew up here, and then I left, and then I came back and retired here, so yeah, I guess it's hometown. But I'm sitting here at the gas station waiting for my employee. I'm running a little bit late today. Running a little bit late. Health-wise, I'm doing okay. For the medical people, except my stomach. Ooh, it hurts. All right, so let me do something here real quick. I'm gonna check. Getting things ready at the hospital. All right, do I have to hurry? I'm actually behind schedule today. I have to be there no later than 10. 10 is my deadline, and my employee's lollygagging around in the store. Typical, right? My stomach is really upset today. What, Betty Bows? Betty Bows, come up here and say hello. I don't know if you guys can see the dogs. He needs to put the seat back down because they're on the floor back there. Been having some problems with one of my dogs, with Harry. I don't know what the deal is. For the last 3 days, he went to the bathroom in the car yesterday. He went to the bathroom in the car the day before that. We take him, especially today, really gonna watch him. We took him to the bathroom before he gets in the car. He gets all excited because there's the guard dog out there and he gets to run around and play and stuff. You know, he gets all excited before we go, especially when we're in a hurry. I'm hoping that the last 2 days he did it because he just didn't finish. But I'm a little concerned. Last night I wake up and I caught him almost about ready to do his business at the front door at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is not unusual for him to have to go at 3 in the morning. That's why I let Betty Boop out. That's kind of when I go to sleep. If I sleep. Well, I caught him trying to do his business right at the door. He didn't do it, but I've got a problem. I don't know what the deal is with the dog making dookie everywhere now. Never did it as a puppy. I mean, this was the easiest dog to potty train. I just said no, and he said, oh, okay, and he goes outside. It was that easy. I mean, he only had one accident. No, 2 accidents where he was a puppy. But in the last week, he's had 3 accidents. 2 in the car and 1 in the house. Now, the one in the house is my fault. Yes, it's my fault. He had to go to the bathroom. He told me. I forgot. Then I left for 6 hours. And he had gone to the bathroom. He went pee on a newspaper on the floor. When I got home, he brought the newspaper over. So, I mean, that one didn't bother me. That was kind of my fault. But doing it in the car is a serious issue. You better not be doing it again in here. Man, he needs to hurry up. You can tell I'm in a rush. I've got to be on time or I have to pay more money today. All right, so I'm going to the hospital again today. I go every day. They're going to drain my lungs. I do have a little fluid, no infection. It's not unusual for me to get a little fluid. Sometimes the hydrant stuff isn't quite right. They did open up a lot of areas of my lung the other day. So that's part of what it is. Man, that is so cool. Maybe I can turn it real quick. You can't see it because of the water. Dang it, it's too blurry. Shoot. I was trying to show you guys that truck that they took a 48. Gosh, that couldn't have been a 48. They took a very old truck and they put it on a modern lift kit with great big wheels, and so it's kind of cool. They had puddle jumper days in Odessa this weekend. It's still going on. I don't want to be around all the people. I don't like being around people, guys. I really don't. Crowds make me freak out. But, you know, I can talk in front of 150,000 people in a stadium, no problem. But crowds that are uncontrolled, I freak out. But, you know, I don't know. I don't like to be around a whole lot of people in an environment that I don't control. So I'm really hesitant, but I think I may go ahead and bite the bullet and take my phone down today and go take some pictures of some of the vintage cars that are here. Why is this taking so long? All he has to do is put the card in the machine, pay for the gas, and pump it. We're in a huge hurry, and I'm sitting here for 10 minutes at the damn gas station. What the hell is that? You can tell I'm very annoyed. If this costs me $25 because he's lollygagging in there buying sodas or talking to someone, I'm going to be really pissed off. I don't know what's taking so freaking. All you had to do is put the card in the machine and pay for the darn gas. All right, well, we're waiting for him still. And time is ticking by. Oh, finally. What took so long? Oh my God. Hurry, we gotta get out of here. I got it. Oh, whatever. He must have bought a bunch of stuff he doesn't want me to know about. Whenever he won't give me the bag, it's because he bought stuff I'm not supposed to buy. Well, 10 minutes later, we're out of the gas station here in a minute. All right, so today, what am I going to ramble on about today? Today is Fun Day Sunday. I will be doing a Facebook live stream probably today, as well as a restream. I normally do that on Sunday because, you know, most of my old audience, most of my old audience is on Facebook Live. I've expanded into streaming. Now, why did I expand into streaming if I already have a huge audience built up? The reason I'm expanding into streaming, even with a large audience on Facebook, is I've gone global. All of my business, eBay had global shipping. Get a sale here, man. But my Shopify that I had before, even now, my Keywebco.my.striking place. The global store is embedded, but even that store is only U.S. shipping because I only did U.S. selling for all of my business until recently. All right. Did you put the card back?
No, it's a good question.
Put it back before you lose it. Did you get everything you needed to get?
Yes.
And more, I'm sure.
No, I forgot to pay the gas. I have a cash, I paid the cash.
You had cash for the gas?
Yeah. I have $9.
You had $9. You didn't take out.
No, I haven't.
Get in the back, Harry. He's gonna start barking.
Yeah, I forgot.
Whatever. Just put it away. I'm on video. All right, so I'm trying to get my wallet back before my card back before it gets lost. We've got to haul back. It took 10 minutes in the damn gas.
I know there are people in front of me like this.
Unbelievable.
The woman talking about the sleeping.
I don't care. You just tell him I'm in a hurry. Get the hell out of my way.
The way they pass 9 o'clock, they buy something.
Hold this.
Before 9 o'clock, past 9.
Booze.
Yeah, because they be 9 o'clock.
So we sat there waiting so someone could buy booze?
No, the guy in front of me. No, several people.
Sorry. Get in the back, Harry, you little monster.
It's so intensive. What's something?
He wants something. He knows we got
I don't
treats.
have anything.
We don't have anything for you. I'll drink this and give him my bottle real quick.
With the liquirazo, va. With the liquirazo. Brian's gonna finish yours, right?
I'll finish this real quick. What the hell is wrong with this person?
Look at that.
Eating. That's why. She had both hands eating. How was she driving? By the way, guys, you might not see it, but I'm going to tell you something. On this video, you guys probably freak because you see my hands up in the air. My knee is holding the wheel at all times. My uncle, he's long since dead, but his name was Bill. He was a semi-driver. I used to ride with him all the time for fun, especially when we take scrap metal. That was fun. I like watching the big magnet take it out, lift the truck up off the ground, and shake it off. Oh man, they used to do it on purpose. I got to tell this story, and then I'll tell you why. When I was a kid, I used to ride with my Uncle Bill. My Uncle Bill was cool, okay? And everyone liked Bill. But that's my cousin's father. Kathy is my cousin. Bill was his name. I really liked my Uncle Bill. He was pretty cool. Well, I used to ride with him in his semi, and he told me no matter what you do when you drive, always have one knee against the wheel. Hey, I knew it. Smack him in the nose.
Stop begging.
If you don't, I'm gonna pull the car over and beat him. Enough. Sorry, we are having serious problems with this dog. Just throw him the cat. Just throw the cat back there.
Okay, take it. Right, boom. Okay,
Here, take it. Drink it. He'll tilt it up and drink what is left in there. Did you get it? Oh yeah, he's gotten it. He'll stick his little tongue in there and look at it.
The soda you left, open it up.
He chewed the soda off and ate it. Yeah. We're having problems with this dog. My employee has no training on this dog whatsoever. The only training it has, I gave it. Cool. Double-decker bus. Hold on. I know the window's kind of crappy. We're gonna go buy this. Very freaking awesome.
That's somebody's house.
Yes, they live there. I would live there in a heartbeat. That is probably... Oh, I think I know who that is. I know who that is. I didn't know they had a double-decker bus. That is a Amazon seller, not an eBay seller. Used to be an eBay seller. She sells on Amazon now, homemade crafts. I think I know who that is. I'm not going to name it off.
Living on the second floor.
Yes, you saw that. She had her house up in the
second
top
floor, yeah.
Man, that's my dream right there, guys. I'll tell you, I've been very wealthy. I've had the palace of a house and the pools and the ducks in the backyard and all that. I've had all that. Doesn't mean anything to me. My dream, actually, is to have a double-decker bus. If you didn't see, you saw how excited I got. I've always wanted a double-decker bus. When I was a kid, I danced in the Globe Theater in. I already sent a message. I danced at the Globe Theater in London. Something's wrong with our transmission. You know, the mechanic told me that our transmission differential is going bad. He said, "See, look, I'm at 4 RPMs."
The transmission. Oh yeah, the smell. This time, yes. Transmission.
Let's see if I can get it to switch down. See, it won't switch down.
20 miles an hour.
We've been having some trouble with this car. The engine light was on. As long as I can keep the RPMs under around 3, we'll be alright. But it was up to 4 a minute ago.
We just let it gas.
Yeah, this car's on its way out. I hate to say it. The engine light came on the other day, and it went off. It was on for 3 days. I took it to my dad. The day I took it to my dad, it went off. Couldn't get any information out of it because it has to be on. Yeah, see, we're at 4 RPMs again. Now it went down. Now it finally shifted. See, that's bad.
Need the transmission.
I need a new car. No, it did service just a few months ago. So let's get on to something real. All right, so let's talk about business. Well, I'd talk about my Uncle Bill. So we would be in the car, in the truck, and I would ride with him. Well, I always put my leg on the bottom of the steering wheel. That's where my hand sometimes you'll see free. And if you see this hand and you don't see this one, it's on the side. But I always have my leg on the steering wheel. Always. The entire time I drive. When I turn, I have to take my leg off. I've always done that. I just wanted you guys to know that. All right. Now the funny story. My uncle was pretty cool. Everyone liked him a lot. I mean, my uncle was cool. So as a kid, I would ride with him in the scrap truck. Now, this is a Mack truck that he had. Great big thing. Oh, crap. Speed trap up there. Yeah, it's a speed trap.
I think they paid the vehicles now.
Yeah, tow truck because they pull over and see the cops sitting right up there. Sorry, I hate speed traps. All right, so I would ride with him, and he had this big, huge, all made out of metal trailer that he would pull, semi-trailer. Wasn't the regular enclosed one. It was like, you know, the top was open. And it was always full of scrap metal. And we'd go up to the place where they recycle it. Well, you know, they didn't dump it. They use a big magnet to pull it out of the truck, out of any of those flatbeds or any of the trucks with small low sides, trailer types. Well, it would lift the entire thing off the ground, including the semi. The trailer and the semi would lift off the ground. Well, they would just jiggle it. I mean, they would just raise it like a couple inches and jiggle it, then it would fall off. And then the metal they would take out. Well, when I was riding with them, they'd turn that magnet up all full power, and they would lift the semi with the scrap metal way up in the air with me sitting inside of it. Now, they're not supposed to do that. That's major against their insurance and everything else. But every time I would go there, people would say, they put a semi up in the air in the parking lot. You'd see all the other people, oh my gosh, they forgot to release the semi. They thought it was messed up. But they said, no, Roger's up there. So for years we did that. So we're talking the full-size crane, guys. This thing went way up in the air. So for years, every time I would find out my uncle was taking scrap metal in, I would cancel performances. I would do whatever I had to do to try to go with him, because I like being pulled up in the air like that. That's kind of the story about my uncle and the scrap metal. All right, well, let's talk a little business, and I'll get off here today. I've been really busy. I've been working on several projects, but the one that's been taking my time lately is my app project. I'm creating an app for every show that I do. Not an app just for the show, but an app for whatever the topic of the show is. Now, that works pretty good. Some shows I'm able to use the same apps twice. But I have a lot more to make. I've got like 20 some now, and I have probably at least that many more to make to cover all the topics I want to cover. Well, I'm doing the app thing, because, you know, I did the blog thing, and I have all blog information. Everything you need to know you can find in my blogs. But when I do my show, I got tired of send a link to this blog, send a link to this blog, send a link to this app, send a link to this blog, send a link to this page. I got tired of doing that and having to put have my moderator stick all those links in, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I said, well, you know, I don't need to do that. I'll just make an app that has all the steps in it. So you just scroll down the app, click each box, do what it says, and when you're done, you're done. So I'm making apps to do that for everything. One of my favorite, or at least one that is getting the most activity, is my SEO app. You can find all of these apps very easily. Just go to keywebco.com, hit the menu at the top of the page. That's that little black box. Scroll down till it says Keywebco Apps. Click that. All of those apps work within the page after the iGen apps. There's 4 iGen apps. Then after that, they're all little boxes. You can scroll through those boxes. You can hit the images, the words, the links, the videos play inside right there on the website. If you want to share it and keep it, just hit the little box at the top where it has the share symbol. You can even embed those in your own websites if you like. It will give you an embed code if you want it. So all of my apps are very useful. Now that page is going to be very useful to you, because if you go to my apps page, and all these apps work within the website. You don't even have to open them individually. You can scroll through the boxes right there on the website, all one right next to each other. So look at what you can do when you're making a listing. You can open my web apps page, and you can be making your listing. I need to look up keywords for this item. So you go over and click the SEO app, scroll down, keywords, there's your tool. I need to see what the Google trends are. What's the market demand? Again, you would go to the SEO app, scroll down, market demand. Oh, what's a good title? Go over to either my description and title app, or even in the SEO one, it's got a thing to help you with your title. Scroll down, click the button, it does it for you, it tells you how to do it. Let's say you want to write a blog. Oh, how do I write a blog? And how do I embed code in a blog? Well, you just scroll down, hey! Scroll down to the app, scroll through the app, it'll tell you how to write a blog, how to embed it in a blog. Everything all on one page, all the tools, all the information you need, and instead of having to go look at this blog, look at that blog, read this, read that, you just go down the app, see the box that you need, push the button, and there it is for you. It's much more efficient use of your time and mine. If you want to look at my blogs, I need you to look at my blogs. That's, how I get traffic and everything else. You will read the blogs that I have put in the apps, but you know what? Most of my apps don't lead to my own blogs. Most of my apps lead to a PDF with all the information you actually need also, or it might lead to one of my blogs. My employees tease my dog to make him make noise. Enough! Just because he's an idiot doesn't mean you have to be. Alright guys, my employee's being a prick. He's wearing cheese in the dog. So I'm going to probably have to let you go. But use that app, my apps. The whole website is actually an app because it's all apps that do different things all embedded together. He's like, that wasn't a steak.
I don't want that one.
I don't want that one. I want the one with the chocolate or the strawberry milk in it.
No, what?
Sorry. So, definitely you're going to want to save my app page. No cost. All this is free, of course. And some of my apps are really good. Some of them they're okay, but some of them are really good. That SEO app you're going to love. If you sell on eBay, use my eBay Fans app. You'll love that too. Now that one's an iGen app. That one you have to actually open. What else? Isn't it? That's really good. I don't know if my communication app is in there yet. That's the one I'm working on today. Now, if you go to Helpful Tips Facebook group, go to the events, you'll see a big long list. That's all the show topics and apps that I am doing this month. Every 30 days, I do all new. So, you definitely need to check that out, guys. The information and the apps that I create these apps that I make are basically what I use, and I just put them in an app format. All of it is stuff that I use. How I look the products up, how I find out the SEO, how I put them in blogs, how I share them on social media, how I set up IFTTT. All of that is in my apps. And the information leads to PDFs, blogs, videos, any place that I use to get my information. And it's all current, top-of-the-line stuff I put in there. I maintain all of these apps on a regular basis. Each month, every app I go, each in every individual section and check it to make sure all the information is still current, not outdated, all the things still function. And I do pretty good with keeping the info on there for you. Alrighty guys, well I think I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on a little bit about e-commerce today. Now this is Sunday. Sunday is Fun Day Sunday. Always on Sunday I go watch Bolorama. That's Jay Craft's show on YouTube, Bolorama. Great news. I don't even know what he's talking about today, but I always watch every Sunday. Great show. My show is on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Keywebco YouTube channel. The other time that I am on Keywebco's YouTube channel is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday. So Tuesday and Thursday. You need to go to the YouTube Keywebco channel to watch and comment and subscribe. You will see me, though, anywhere. I stream on all networks. So even if you're on Facebook, you can still see the show and stuff. But on Tuesday and Thursday, I need you to go to YouTube. The rest of the time, these little car streams, this is my daily vlog. I also am going to be doing a chat sometime this week, this coming week. I'm not sure when. Probably Wednesday, maybe the day in between my shows. I'm just going to go on live. I'm going to have a little top 5 video games, my favorite top 5 video games from the past. And I'm just going to let that stream, and I'm going to sit there on camera with just a chat, no class, no teaching, no nothing, just streaming live, talking about video games. That's it. Total casual chat, talking about video games. I'm going to try to do that, I think, in between my shows. So I have something on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week. big show on Tuesday, some sort of social chat stream thing on Wednesday, and then my big show on Thursday. But not from the car like what you're seeing here, from my big fancy show with the cool graphics and stuff. Like, I think I may just do it this Wednesday. We'll see. And it'll be midday, because my vlogs are in the morning, my shows are in the evening. I never do anything midday. So I think I'm going to do a Wednesday, just social chat, midweek chat on Wednesday, hump day chat. This Wednesday, and I'm almost sure I'm doing it, this Wednesday, probably about 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, that makes it noon on the East Coast, I will do maybe 2. I might do it at 2. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out today. But I'm going to do my top 5 game chat. And then the next week after that, top 5 movie chat. The next week after that, top 5 book chat. Why do I know that that's what it'll be? Because those are the top 5s I've already made. We'll go through those. And then I'll make another top 5 Thanksgiving, our 4th quarter ideas, or top 5 products to sell at Christmas. I'll do one kind of business related, but all the other ones are going to be social. So business on Tuesday, social on Wednesday, except for one day a week I will, or one time a month, I will do one kind of business social chat, and then business on Thursday. So I'm going to try to tie up the middle of the week. I have to do multiple shows because I have big shot friends that can't watch my show on certain days because they're doing shows. I'm not going to change my show just because someone else is on. So what I do is I just have multiple show times. So you can catch them, catch me, no problem. Ugh, my head's broke out. I have a skin condition on my scalp, and they've killed all the bacteria, which is good. But now that the bacteria is all gone, the healing is going very, 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 very slow. And I get sometimes scalp infections. I have to watch that. As a matter of fact, they're going to look at that today. I don't have any bacterial issues. They're going to be in my bloodstream. Excuse me. Alrighty. Well, I've just rattled on and on and on. I talked about getting put way up in the air in the scrap truck with the magnet, which is really cool. Couldn't do that to me now. You know what would happen now if they did that magnet?
You can't go far forward?
No, I would die.
What is that?
All the little metal parts in me and little bots and batteries and stuff, it'd rip it right out of my body. I'd be dead. I'd be a big pile of nothing. Can't go around a big magnet anymore.
You just poof?
I did. No, all the metal come flying out of my body. I'd be like 20 parts of me.
You want to be trying to sound people.
My knee would completely rip out. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on and on Fun Day Sunday. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves today. Sunday is my day to kind of be social. I do massive amounts of work every day, but on Sunday I try to, like I was telling you, I'm working on these apps and stuff. I'll do that today. Work on that on Sunday. I try to avoid my Shopify store on Sunday, but I'm not going to be able to. I've got major drama on my Shopify store, guys. I've got 3 projects that I want to do, all of which are a pain in the butt. I need to completely redo all my tags. They're messed up. I mean, most of them are tagged correctly, but there's oddball tags that mess things up. I need a completely new tagging system. I need to figure out new tags based on title. Something that is very simple, very easy, and will work effectively. The ones I'm using, I have to combine several tags to get anything to work, and half the time it doesn't. So it's a nightmare. I need to just scrap it and start over. So I've got to redo all my tags. And in doing that, I've got to redo all my collections. Not all of the collections, but some of my collections, most of them. Then I need to add the collection navigation to my site where you can actually go, I'm a man, I want a t-shirt, and I want size small, click, 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 and boom, that's your products. Can't do that yet. Not in my store, you have to do search. So that is a nightmare from hell. I'm going to have 10,000 products before I'm done. In there becomes the next problem. I want to carry sex stuff. I don't really want to carry sex stuff, but the numbers tell me to. Big money in having like the little S&M bondage things and the dildos and the vaginas and all that stuff and the whips. He mentions the whip. Do you have some sort of fetish with whips? So there's big money in this sex crap. Well, I don't want sex crap appearing in my toys. Trust me, use automated collections. You have to be very specific if you mix adult products in, because it says sex toys. If toys get pulled as part of the collection for the toys collection, you're going to have dildos sitting right next to Barbie. I can't have that. So I don't have any of that in my store. I've got to figure out how they do it, because I think what they do is they have a separate page on their Shopify that requires you to have admittance. Like, I already saw the software that you have to, if you are over a certain age, click here to enter this area of the site. So I think that's how they do it. I think they have a separate page that's just like a separate products page. None of it integrated into the rest of the products you have in your store. I think that's how they do it. Or they may have a totally separate store that's just sex products, and they just put the link on the page together, which I can do that. I know how to do that. I don't really want to pay for another store, though. I'd rather just put it on my page. And I think what they do is they have it so it's separated, that on your main page there's a little button. We do have an adult section. Click here. Then you click it. You have to fill out the thing that you're over 18 or whatever with your ID. And then after you do that, then it lets you go to a page that is just the adult products. If I can do that, I'm going to add about 3,000 sex things to my store. Because there's huge money in it, guys. I mean, this is about making money. I am a global seller. Now, like on eBay or something, I would never put anything like that, because all these families, there's no way to separate that and be part of your business. Everyone's looking at that. I'm going to make my adult section very, very just like you go to the gas station. They got the little back room with the curtain. And as a matter of fact, can you tell what my graphic is going to be for my adult section? I have a little app that makes a curtain with a heart on it, a little red velvet curtain that goes up. I'm going to have it go up, and then a girl in a bikini. Click here to enter our adult section at the very bottom of my page. That's it. Then I can market that adult section as if it's a separate page, I can market that as a adult store separately from the Keywebco Global. I don't want people going into Keywebco Global and seeing adult products mixed in with all my stuff. I have no problem with having an adult section at the bottom of my site. Oh, look, we can even get sex toys while we're here. Click. Anyone that would be offended doesn't have to click. I'm not going to show anything disgusting on my pages. So if you're religious and you get down to the bottom, oh, he has an adult section. Well, I might lose a few sellers, but based on the number of purchases for those type of products, pity. But I do want it as tasteful as tacky can be. I'm hesitant about even doing it, guys. I really don't want sex toys in my store, but I just can't ignore the numbers. I am a global store. I've got to provide the products that my customers want. If I can do it in a tasteful as that can be way, I'll do it. Now, paraphernalia, that's huge money. But you know what? I'm not going to really carry paraphernalia. I don't mind carrying a few pipes for tobacco. I actually do right now. I have some $400 and $500 pipes. I mean, really good tobacco pipes. I don't mind that. I don't even mind carrying like some bombs, some water bombs or something. It's not really something I would like to encourage, but if I can put it in the adult section, I may just carry the basics. Like, you can buy a case of rolling papers, you can buy a bomb. Maybe, I have scales, but those are not for that. Those are digital scales. What is the other thing that they use all the time? Hemostats. The roach clips, I think they're called.
It's for that, paper clips.
Paper clips. People use those for a lot of things, but I may put that in there. But I mostly just want the sex toys, because that's the real money. That's a lot of money, guys, for that stuff, and a lot of sales too. I mean, lots of sales. I just can't ignore that market. I just can't ignore the market. You know how I know it's so good? If you look at keywebco.com right now, I accidentally put some rings in that I thought were for your finger. Well, they're for your finger, not your finger. So, and my moderator, who was also an affiliate, was looking at my store and she goes, "Oh, are you expanding markets?" And I'm like, "What? You got rings in here?" I said, "Yeah, I've got lots of rings. You know, I'm always busy." She goes, No, you really need to look at this." And I went and looked, and it was one of those little metal rings that go around your wrist. No.
This on size.
No, this was not one of those. I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not talking about the ring that goes around the base. I'm talking about the one that goes all the way down the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The whole thing is inside all these rings. Pretty twisted stuff. Well, it got mixed in with my jewelry and rings, and I didn't even know it was in my store. But guess what? I went and looked at the traffic on that little pinga ring, so to speak, and it was through the roof. Could be because it was an oddball item in my store and it didn't really fit, but no, it came up in search results too. It led to my store, so I'm like, oh crap, if I'm going to have something like this to draw traffic and make sales, I've got to figure out a way to put it in my store what won't offend not only guys. I don't want to sound odd, but listing this sex stuff is really not something that I'm going to enjoy. But if I can isolate it off, get those products in there and fulfill those orders and keep it all where you have to check in to go over there and see it, where it's not going to interfere with, because I have a lot of religious followers, guys. I have a lot of very nice people that I know. I don't want them to see dildos in their face when they look in my store. I don't mind them seeing a little red curtain with a girl in a cute bikini, not naked or even that disgusting, just someone like at the pool. I already have the image, it's a public image, you know. But the little curtain comes up, a girl and a guy and a girl, not doing anything, but you know, a handsome guy and a handsome girl behind the curtain. Check out our adult products. And it's not even going to be that nasty. It's just going to be a little red curtain that comes up and says, check out our adult products. You saw that SOB, right? Yeah. Just check out our adult products. I can do that. I can do that in my store. It will bother me a little bit, but I can do that and not be offensive. But if I can't integrate this, I have a feeling what I'm going to have to do is open another Shopify store, because I really want it separate. I have a feeling what I'm going to have to do is have the same account, open another Shopify store or another page of my store. Have it where you have to check in with the adult verification stuff, which I was going to add anyway, because I actually have some chemicals and stuff in some of the high-end $27,000 items I have. There's some chemicals and stuff that you have to be an adult to buy. So I need to put an age verification in anyway. For now, only that one product has it, but I can put that on a whole department. So, you know, all this is developing. Now, I'm already global, guys. I'm already making sales all over the world. I am getting huge traffic on my blogs and content. It's rolling out exactly as I knew it would. Create the store, even though it's not perfect. Create the store, get it rolling, get some sales, get some marketing. I have done no advertising whatsoever. Organically, I have gotten my store in the top 13% on Shopify. Organically. Just trying to tell you guys, I really do know what I'm doing. If I can get organically in the top 13% of traffic on Shopify, imagine what's going to happen when I have ads placed. And I've been doing ads for years. I'm very good at that. Can you imagine what's going to happen with my global store once it's finished? I will not run an ad until my collections are done the way I want them. I will not run an ad until if I do the sex shop thing, until that's in there and separate. I'll run an ad. The sex shop thing's probably not going to happen until January. It's going to take me that long to convince myself to do it. I really don't want to do it, but the money just talks. So I'll probably be running ads by next month. I have massive amounts of. You want to run in and see my friend real quick, and then I will go. We're doing great, even with me bitching and carrying on about being late. We're going to be on time today. Tell her if she wants packages every day. She is heading out of town in a few minutes too. She's gonna go see her daughter, and he wants to go talk to her friends, best friends. We're real good friends. They're best friends. They get together and it's like a knitting circle. Have you ever been in a room with old ladies doing a knitting circle? Try to get a word in edgewise. Good luck with that. You're never going to get a word in. Best thing to do is just sit in the back corner and wait till they're done. And I had plenty of time. I thought it was going to be a little later. I didn't have the delay coming in that I normally have. They weren't doing construction. Alrighty, well, there's old Leon's. It's gone. It was my favorite place, but it's gone now. I don't think she has any packages, actually, because she texted me this morning. She didn't tell me she had it. She normally says, oh, I sold so many things. She didn't say that today. Alrighty, so let's move on here on topics here. I'll give him like 5 minutes, then I'll come back. Maybe 10. He's not going to be able to talk to her afterwards today because she's leaving. She's going to leave in like 30 minutes. I won't be out of the hospital by then. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about my show a little bit, what we're going to be going over. I have no clue what my show is on Tuesday about. I have no clue, actually. I could look it up. But every week, twice a week, I have a different topic, and I think I'm going to do on Wednesday just a little social chat. So I'm going to go ahead and announce. I think I'm going to do it about 1 o'clock my time. So that would be noon on the East Coast on Wednesday. I'm going to go in this week. I'm not really a big gamer, but I made this top 5 video thing for the games, and a lot of people liked it. I got lots of comments. People really enjoyed chit-chatting about gaming. So I brushed up on the current games. I played a few. You will hate me, by the way, if you ever play a game against me. After I learn the physical controls, I'll kick your butt. Why do I say that? Because when I play a game, what do? You think I go in there and mess around with the game and learn how to play it and have all that enjoyment? No, I don't do that. I go find where I can rip the code from the game and look at how it works. Then I go play the game. So, I mean, that's what happens when you play video games with a total nerd. I know what's going to happen because I've read the code. People hate that. They hate playing video games with me. I'm going to tell a story. It's a little funny. There's a friend of mine, young. I mean, I'm old as dirt, guys. This guy's young. I mean, really, really young. Like 30 or something. 25, 30. And all he does all day long for a living, actually. He's not available yet. All he does all day long for a living is actually play video games. He rates them. Well, he gets real ticked at me because he'll bring over, and I only see him maybe once every 6 months or so. He'll bring over a video game, something that no one's ever played. He'll say, I've got to learn this video game this weekend because we're going to test it. You want to play? I'm like, no, because I really don't like video games. I'm like, no. And he's like, well, come on. I want you to look at the code. That's why he brings it over. I'm like, okay. Well, let's play it before I have a chance to look at the code. And of course, when I do that, I'm terrible. Don't know what I'm doing. Then he goes like, okay, you played it. Do you think it's any good? I said, oh, I don't know. Go ahead and give it to me. I'll look at the code. So I rip the code and I look at it. Now I know how it all operates. So it's not very difficult for me to play. Well, he likes that because when you write code for video games, they have... it's complicated. There's an algorithm in there that randomizes the sequence. So, and the better the video game, the more randomizations the sequences have. For example, there's my employee. No packages. Darn it, I was wishing she'd sold some. We're on video. No packages?
No.
She heading out?
Yeah, I was waiting to wake up.
Trying to wake up more people?
Yeah.
She's taking a whole crew with her?
I don't know. I don't know.
Taking Granny?
No.
She's gonna go away to go see her daughter out of town, and quite often she'll take people with her that I know. So it's just
Nice.
alrighty. They're so nasty. They want their treats. You've spoiled them.
No, it's all over, man. I know.
All right, let me get back to my video. All right, we've got like 10 minutes to kill. Even though I was throwing a fit about being late, I made good time, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll talk to you guys for a few more minutes because we've got 10 minutes to kill. The hospital's back that way, so I'll have to turn around. All right, let's move on. Let's finish up here. All right, so Wednesday, I'm going to go live at 1 o'clock Central Time, and we are going to discuss video games. Now, my friend that has me look at the code gets all ticked off because we'll play video games. Now, this guy does this for a living, so obviously he's quite good. And I'm not very good at all on him until I look at the code. So he'll give me the game, I'll look at the code. It's broken.
What is it?
ESPN Hockey.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, but it's broken. It's not
cool.
worth a thing if it's broken.
I know.
We went drive by, someone got evicted. They had an ESPN hockey game. It's worth about $300, but it's broken, so it's not worth it.
What is that?
Yeah, that's nice, right?
That's good.
So, so I look at the code, and then what he'll do, we'll play again after I look at the code, and then I'll do really good. And he gets all pissed off. He goes, I played this game for like an hour before I got that good on it. You said that you couldn't play crap. I'd show you the game's code, and then within minutes, you're over here kicking my butt. Now, of course, I'm not. But he's trying to make me feel good. But I do actually have much better skills, and I know where everything is. That, I think, is why my friend actually wants me to play. Because after I look at the code, I know where all those differential codes are. So I know where the important decisions are in the game without even knowing how the game's played, just based on how it's written. So I think that's why my friend has me come over. Did he poo?
No.
You better not poo today.
Even fart or something.
Fart or something. We've had trouble with the dog making dookie in my car. He's done it twice. That's not good. Is it Mr. Harry Potter making dookies? Mr. Dookie! That's your new name, Mr. Dookie. Mr. Dookie! No, he's up here wanting treats. He's up here wanting treats. All right, go in the back.
In the back.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go turn around because if not, I'll end up way out and I'll have to go back. I've only got about 5-6 more minutes before I need to get back over there. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on a little bit about e-commerce while I'm driving around. I've got a few more minutes to kill before my appointment, but I think I'm gonna let you go. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on. Make sure that you come in at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on Tuesday and Thursday to the Keywebco YouTube channel. Also, this Wednesday, streaming everywhere. I'm not sure. I'll be doing it on my fancy smancy system, so it will be like a regular show. I think I'll be doing it like a regular show. So we're going to do that at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday. We're going to go in there. It's just going to be me on the camera, a little thing playing on the side. Now, I'll leave the sound on that when we first start, and then I'll turn it off. And then we'll just be chatting about games, chatting about video games. If I get people in there chatting, we'll just keep chatting and chatting and chatting. If no one comes in, I'll chat for 10 minutes, then I'll turn it off. So you got 10-minute window to find me. Alrighty, guys, I will see everyone then again on Tuesday, Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. All right, have a great day.